Alright, so, well, today we're gonna be looking at Atlas. Now, Atlas has been one of my favorite frames actually, just because I love using Atlas. It's just pretty easy to play with him. You don't really have to do much, and it's just basically also like a fun Warframe. It's like one of the fun Warframes that you have to play. Like, I really like Atlas was probably like one of my OG fun Warframes, like the ones that I had back in the day. I used to just have a lot of fun with it, and I still do have a lot of fun. But I just actually, you know, just because Atlas Deluxe came out, which I don't have because I actually don't like it. But when Atlas Deluxe came out, so people are gonna be looking around trying to find like an Atlas build. So I thought, you know what, I might as well just showcase this one that I put together. So actually, I'll just first we'll do the we'll do the whole showcasing. Now, Atlas is kind of hard to showcase in here because your punches just make the enemies fly away. So I'm gonna have to petrify these enemies before so that I can kind of show you. So as you can see, the damage is pretty good. I'll petrify right here. All right, that should be good enough. They basically have a lot. Oh, see, that's what it is. That's the problem. You just fucking lose all that shit and like, god damn it. So, petrify all the time and all that. And that should do it. There you go. And then we put that, and that should be all of them, right? I think so. It's just a pretty fun build. Usually, if I wouldn't petrify enemies because I just basically use my one all the time. That's what I do with this Atlas, at least this Atlas build that I have. I just use my one. That's basically the most fun thing to do with Atlas. I don't really like to use my third, which actually is a really great ability, but I don't really like to use it a lot, so So as you can see, it has pretty decent, if I were to also showcase, I guess I'll remove, like, I'll put one guy. I'll put four guys, just to kind of showcase, like, I have like 600 armor, so just to kind of showcase like the survivability. He's not the most tankiest of frames, but he can take up, damage, and then you can just, always just use the abilities to heal yourself. Now for the people who don't really have never used Atlas, Atlas has this passive ability where whenever he petrifies enemies, or any enemy is petrified, they drop this rubble thing, which not only gives you armor but also heals you. So you have like health regeneration with your third, and also if you have the augment for your one, you can also petrify enemies with that, which is what I do basically. So the build is basically a Umbra build, as you can see, because I have like 1,000 health. Now, by the way, just to kind of put it, you can definitely get more health out of here. If you were to like remove Augur Secrets here, which I just put it in because honestly I didn't really know what else to do with it, because like your first range doesn't actually affect your landslide. It only affects like the radius at which your punch will do damage, so I didn't really care about that. Anyway, so that's what it is. It is a 3 forma build, but it was basically Atlas comes with 2 Vs, so I had to just remove the 2 Vs and put in dash, and I just put double dash because I just 100% use the path of statues all the time, so I was like, that's basically a given. Now you have Armor Vitality, Fiber, and Intensify with Augur Secrets, so you're getting 184% power shot, which is more than enough. You don't really need a lot. Also, you have Steel Charge, not only for 18 mod points, but also it gives you 60% bonus damage on your melee, which is basically what your one scales off of. Of course, you have the Equilibrium, Synth, Fiber, that combo. I just run it on basically, like, I run it on frames that I know I can run it on, so that was given. You have Fleeting Expertise because the duration on your yeah, as you can see, it's like 8 seconds, and that's like more than enough basically for me. If you want to have like now negative duration, you can run like whatever you want. You can even, like, remove auger sequence and put in prime continuity if you really don't want negative duration. Now of course we have adaptation. That's like a basically a given. The reason being, as you can even see on the mod, it has Atlas on it, so but adaptation being in there and these Umbra mods there, it kind of makes your Atlas more it gives it more survivability basically. So yeah, this is the build. Now one of the other things I kind of wanted to show, because I do see a lot of people don't really care about this, but your melee weapon mods are also really necessary. Now I'm running paracesis here. um you don't have to. The reason is, there's like a lot of better weapons out there, especially because Atlas's first has impact damage, so basically you want to have as much impact damage as you can get on your melee, and heavy weapons or hammers and all that, they have the most amount of damage. And I just run paracesis because honestly, I put like 5 forma in it and everything, and I just never really used it for anything else. So I kind of got to a point where, you know what, I'll use this, because I didn't really have any kind of weapon for my Atlas, because I didn't really care that much. But I was like, you know what, if I want to take it at a higher level, I'll just use this. I was just using something, I don't even know what I was using, but I just stuck with this. Basically, you want to have melee damage, impact damage, and then all the elementals, or you can even have a ribbon in here, by the way, to increase your damage to basically amazing levels. Now, it depends on weapon to weapon what kind of roll you get. You want to have melee damage with, I would say, you don't really need attack speed. You just need melee damage and elementals, and it doesn't really matter what elementals you run. You just need to have like damage on your melee weapon, and then that's it basically. So yeah, this is the Atlas Umbra build. um I I would say Atlas is at a really good place right now. I know a lot of people don't like to run him, but I would definitely suggest you, if you've not built him, if you don't, if you just want like a frame to just have fun with, Atlas is definitely a really fun frame. So yeah, that's the Atlas build. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one.